Ah, there we are. Hello, hello, hello. Boom, yeah, yo. Boop, boop, boop. It's your man again. Welcome back. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope you are staying safe wherever you are, whichever part of the world that you're watching this from, and keeping well. First and foremost, with every other video, I'd like to disclaim that I'm no expert in the things that I talk about and share. These are purely things that I do in my own personal life and businesses, and I find these things helpful, and so I basically share them in the hope that somebody else out there might find them useful as well. But by all means, do speak to the experts and people that know what they're doing and what they're talking about. So, having said that, I would like to thank you, everybody who's been a big supporter, huge supporter to all our customers, friends, and family who've been supporting Happy Business, HABBY business.com. If you're not on social media, make sure you do check out the website. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do subscribe. Yes. And if you're on watching this on Facebook, please do find us on StartNow TV on Facebook as well. And please do give us a follow, give us a like. That'd be absolutely amazing. So today I was just reflecting on some stuff today. I wanted to talk about sort of the employee to entrepreneur mindset. Certainly for me, one of the things that I found quite challenging was having how to the transition between being an employee to then moving on to being an entrepreneur. The mindset is slightly a bit different, and I'll explain a little bit more detail. Right. So, for example, as an employer, as an employee, you every day you go to work and you've got either a manager. If you're a manager, you still have to report to somebody to give you sort of your daily tasks, your to-do list, if you like, and manage your day. And so you almost have sort of work that's given to you to do the rest of the day. You've got set hours that you have to work, whether you're a 9 to 5 kind of person or, whatever hours that you do. So they're all set hours. And once that job is done, it's pretty much, it's done. At the end of the month, you get a wage or salary or commission, whatever. So when you're trying to move from that mindset to then you being a business owner or entrepreneur, if you like, it can be slightly different and a bit challenging to move from that. Because you're so used to doing things in a certain way, maybe you're so used to people telling you, what your job's going to be, very much reliant on somebody else sort of managing you rather than you managing yourself. And that's sort of the majority of the time when you have to sort of report somebody to sort of kick you off the backside. So that can be quite a very challenging time for anybody, and certainly for me it was. And so one of the key things I found actually, that being an employee, I always wanted to set up my own business. And what I found when I was setting up a business, that actually starting a business is very straightforward and very easy. There's so much information online. You can talk to so many people, so much support available for you in terms of how to actually start a business. But what I found to be quite challenging is how to actually run the business once you'd actually set it up. And so that's where the difficulty, and for most people who call themselves entrepreneurs, and that's the challenge. It's about not really starting a business or setting up a business. It's about how do you then run that business. And then going back to the mindset, it's about how then do you what's the transition between moving from being an employee to actually being a business owner, being an entrepreneur, right? So you will find that when you're running a business, it involves a lot of work in terms that you have to put in a lot of hours. So it's no longer sort of a 9 to 5, which you used to. You may find you're working a bit more time, and also originally when you start, it may just be yourself doing it. So that will take a lot of your time. So if you don't do it, nobody else is going to do it, and so that affects the productivity and efficiency of your business. Um, you find also that people that are successful in starting in starting up are ones that understand that actually you need to have a mindset of perseverance. So when things are challenging, things are difficult, you've got to persevere. You're not going to get everything right first time round. In fact, we learn from our mistakes, we learn from our failures, and so it's all about perseverance. It's about persistence, making sure that you do carry on and you learn from mistakes, and you seek advice, and you apply the information that you learn in moving forward. So um, and so one of the things that you've got to make sure as a person who's either even working at the moment, so you're working as an employee, and you're sort of working at starting your own sidekick, your side hustle, or you've gone into this full time. It's just to be aware about your mindset. So you need to be a person who very much is a very what's the right word? I want to make sure I use the right word. You've got to have a lot of perseverance and determination to overcome. You've got to really believe in your values and your dreams and in your product and in what you're doing, because there'll be times where your family and friends will test you. In terms of how much you actually believe in the product. Sometimes what you envision is definitely the polar opposite of reality. So for example, I would say that you may think, oh, you've got certain people in mind, like family or friends that will support your business, but actually when you start your business, they're not there to support you. And I mean by support as financially, either buy something, buy one of your products and everything. And so there are times where you will doubt yourself as to whether you've made the right decision, or you actually taking on this hard hustle is the right thing moving forward. So you've got to make sure that you continue to just push through, and eventually things will work out for you. Okay, so one of the key things that you need to also remember is that as a person of business, you will find that sometimes seeking advice and information from elsewhere also helps a lot. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to me, and I hope you have a good week. Thank you. Cheers, bye.